we're rolling now. We're like ready to go.
Yeah, whenever we get to, okay, you just gave us a thumbs up.
Okay.
Episode 10, baby.
Oh yeah, we made it to number 10. We were
Made it
just
10.
talking about that.
That's some serious dedication right there.
Next up is 100.
Thank you.
Is that a Blackhawks shirt?
It is.
Oh, dude, that's tight. That's actually really sick.
I'm not a sports fan in any way, shape, or form.
But hockey jerseys are dope.
But
Yeah, no, I'd rock it.
Replacing us with the plant today is a good friend of mine. His name's Jacob. Goes by the pseudonym Stinky Riggin.
Stinky rigging.
Stinky Reagan. I like it. And we didn't replace the plant. I actually moved the plant
Well,
to
yeah,
up here.
but she's not going to be partaking in any sort of
No.
podcasting today.
No, not
Strategically
today.
put.
Yeah, be careful. That might fall. You're not allergic to anything, right?
I am, but it's all right.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
just ornamental plants. That's the only thing you're allergic to.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, cool. We're
Christmas
fine. Then.
trees, fake
you
ones.
start breaking out in hives. But this is gonna be a wild podcast. I know it's. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's gonna be pretty nuts. Mainly because I am 2 hours late.
Yeah.
I've got
actually,
some.
you are. You are 2 hours late. I was
I
going
am
to talk
too.
about that.
Shoot.
It was original. So I planned my entire day around uploading, and I was like, all right, we're going to get a video out.
Oh, I can tell you're pissed.
So I was like, all right, if John's going to be here at 1, we'll be done podding by like 1:30. I'll be ready to start going again, editing my video by 2.
It's okay.
So
I deserve this.
I didn't film everything in the morning because I was going to film the rest in the afternoon after the pod and then edit it to get it out. So I'm like sitting in here at 1, and I'm like, 1:15 hits, I get the text, hey, it's like 2-ish. So I go in, I finish editing what I got. Come back in here, 2:15, 3:30. I'm like, dude, there's no way I can get a video.
I'm sorry.
No, I'll find a way.
Whatever you're gonna make on AdSense today, I'll write you a check.
Thank you.
I'll
It
just-
won't be a lot. Let me tell you
I'll
that.
that's why I said I'll write you a check. I can afford it at least. Listen, if the tables were turned, you could afford to write me a check too, so it's all good. Okay, so I've had a day. You've had a day. You've not gone in depth, but you sent me some videos. Sent me a video of a guy pissing in some bushes adjacent to your car. You drove all the way up
Okay.
from San Antonio. By the way, a little bit of precursor. First time y'all are meeting.
I was just no disrespect. I have no idea who you are. I haven't met you before.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
that's right.
Brenton.
That's right. Jacob,
Nice
Stinky
to meet you,
rigging.
Jacob.
Absolutely, nice to meet you.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
No, I like your vibe already. You're super cool when you walked
yeah,
in.
he comes correct.
I tried to refrain from conversating with him so
So
we
I
could
tried.
keep it to the pod.
So Jacob was kind of like a guardian angel on the Guadalupe River trip that Caleb and I had filmed.
There we go.
He came in with tacos, water, and a few beveraginos midway through the river, and since then we've tried to keep in contact.
Yeah.
And a couple, let's say like a month ago or 2 months ago, you had sent Caleb a DM of your Guadalupe River. I don't know, for whatever reason, you saw how much fun we were having on the river, and you're like, yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna do this too.
Yeah.
When I saw you on the river, I was glad I didn't partake in that
Oh
trip.
yeah.
You wanted to do the trip.
He's like, I'm down.
because the temperature difference was he was at like 120 degrees,
okay.
and the temperatures that were projected were like 50.
So you
Huh.
you were
like, oh.
strategic about it a little bit. You
Better.
said
Try to.
I'll go when it's a little bit cooler.
Try to.
Try.
We tried.
Okay.
We tried. We definitely tried. And I'll get more
Yeah, I think we
in
should.
depth in it. Can we? You
I
wanna
think
start off?
we kick it off. So basically, you went and tried to do the Guadalupe keyword try. Went to do the Guadalupe River send, and it did not work out. You texted the story to Caleb. I read this, or Caleb read the story to me. It was the funniest story I've ever heard from any sort of fishing experience. Like literally insane. And I was like, I should tell this story, but I'm like, this is not my story. I need you to come up here and tell the viewers what
Yeah.
the happened, because
Yeah.
it's crazy. I'm going to leave the floor to you. And then from then on out, we can just kind of go into what, because since you've been here, you've got more stories. So I don't know. Are you just kind of a disaster magnet? Like,
You know, when it comes to you, it's like a disaster, I guess.
yeah.
So
I
let's
think
start
so.
with today. Let's start with today.
Okay, cool.
There's a high and there's a low.
Okay.
Let's start with the lows. You told me to be here at 7 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
You didn't.
Okay.
But you said to be here by 1 p.m.
Yeah,
which I got here by 9 a.m. It's all good. So I go anyway. It doesn't matter. I actually wasn't here today. I got here last night at the La Quinta where you picked me up at.
Yep. Those are pretty safe.
Yeah, I like that.
You would
Yeah.
think.
Oh,
You would think.
I've yet to have one of those.
Yeah, you would think. Got my broken into.
Oh,
Your car?
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me backtrack one more time.
it's that bad.
I
It
bought
must be really
this.
bad.
This year I picked him up.
It's not even bad. It's just more like, here's what happened. Last week or like 2 weeks, I would say less than 2 weeks ago, I bought a 2011 Nissan Altima with 132,000 miles at a funeral. Yeah.
Dead person's car?
Yeah. Yeah.
At a funeral?
Yeah.
What?
Like
So were you like there?
Like, can I say this?
Yeah.
Was being pushed down into the grave, and the homeboy was like, I got her car up for sale.
No way.
And I was like, how much you want? He's like, honestly, anything. I was like, $500. He's like, deal.
You're kidding me. So
I'm
did they have
telling
like
you,
did they have
if
the,
I had a,
as she's being buried, he puts the for sale sign on the car, and you're just like, I'm gonna seize this
metaphorically,
opportunity.
yes, with my pocket, the money in my
Yeah.
pocket, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
She's sinking, and you're
What the-
negotiating.
Well,
Dude, San Antonio's a
this
different
is-
place, bro.
This is where it gets kind of like, not really fucked up.
It's okay. There's
So like, everyone's got their, I have my hat off, and if I take my hat off, it's a disaster for everybody, right?
Okay.
But it's respect. So I have my
Okay.
hat off. Everyone's got their hat off. So we're bowing down. They're praying. She's going down. She says, "Yeah, I'm gonna use you as an example.
sure.
Hey, got a Nissan Altima for sale." I was like, "All right, cool, man. Hey, pay attention. $500 deal." Like,
And it was the deceased person's car.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
bro.
The average miles per hour on that car was 27 miles an hour.
So you're
So he just hit you with a 1-2 car right there.
what a
I'm
great
not going to
salesman.
pass it up. I don't care what it is.
Yeah. So you
I
went.
mean,
so
true.
you
Now-
got this car. You got this car from a deceased lady, woman.
Yeah.
You whipped it down up. Sorry, I should say from San Antonio DFW today, and it got broken into.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
Whoa.
Now here's the other side of it. Don't judge me, Caleb. I probably left the car unlocked
Okay.
because
Oh,
all the
no.
locks were unlocked. Now I
Well,
don't know if they
so-
broke into it and they pressed the unlock.
So it was a
button to let the
free-for-all
homeboy-
then.
Like I don't know. All I know is all 4 doors were open this morning.
Oh,
Nothing was taken because there's nothing in there. And like
Yeah.
if you saw this car,
You wouldn't want to
you
break
see
into it.
kind of old lady. You see old lady, old man hair in it.
Oh, nice.
She was a smoker, heavy.
Nice.
I'm congested by it. There's
wow.
ashes on the driver's side. You can see ash. I haven't.
You got
detailed it.
secondhand-
You haven't detailed it yet.
No, I haven't. I just got it, and I was just like, you know what? Holy shit! I want to see what this thing can do. I got the spark plugs done. I did it myself. I did the spark plugs, and there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, I'm getting 35 miles a gallon.
This. I mean, dude.
Oh, okay.
Fuel efficiency.
I have 2 diesel trucks that get less than 20 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
What am I? And when John says to be here by 6 a.m., I got.
I
be
like
here by
this.
6 a.m.
What car is it?
2011 pearl white
Altima.
Nissan Altima with the front.
I
bumper
love
is
to hear it.
Not pearl white. It is just a white.
Do you drive like a menace now that you own a Nissan Altima? Are you cutting traffic?
So that model
Yeah.
is a shiftless gear model. Like it doesn't do like the whole.
Oh, it's like silky
So it just
smooth.
goes all the way through. Yeah, I was.
That's stunning.
Wow.
So it said 4.5 hours here. 2 hours 58 minutes.
Homie was cutting.
He was
Yeah.
moving.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I was. I was.
In the name of the woman who dropped, you flew here. That's what. I'm sorry.
Did it ever cross your mind that like so this guy?
Was it a relative? Was it? Or,
I
okay.
have no idea. I went for the homeboy's respect.
does
No idea who this woman is, man. I don't know who this person was. I just
Finding not
I mean, as soon as you drive off
look,
the
$300 is $300.
you drive off the cemetery lot, it's not your problem. Do you think
Now,
maybe
did I
okay?
do
Does
a
it
burnout?
does
Yes,
it
absolutely.
does it concern you a little bit that he was so eager to sell it? Like, could there be? Is it stolen?
When
Possibly.
we were negotiating, like that sounds really bad. We were negotiating during the descending. He was like
The
$300.
descent?
He was like $300. I'm like, no, come on, KBB it, Kelly Blue Book, come on. I'll be respectful.
Yeah.
I'll give you. She's going down.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be respectful.
Sure. So you actually talked him up.
I talked. Well, I didn't even have to talk him down. I didn't even talk him up nor down. I didn't do anything. He did everything. I
Yeah.
didn't have to do anything. So he was like, "No, it's been part of the family since she owned it. I don't even want to look at it.
Oh, okay.
It's one
Okay.
of those.
Okay.
I was
I
like,
see,
I
I
don't want
gotcha,
to look
I
at it.
gotcha.
I feel
don't
you.
want it in my
That-
possession.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But he did say he only owes $300 on the funeral.
Oh, so he was
That's
trying.
like
Oh wow. So he was trying to break even, basically.
I gave.
I
him
guess there's
three-
no
okay,
making money
I
on a
gave him
funeral, though,
300
right?
Cash,
Oh.
and then I sent the grandson. I was just like, here's another 300.
My
cash.
boy trying to profit off the funeral.
That's so bad. That's so bad, but it's so funny.
Yeah, that's.
Wow, so that's how you got here. Car got broken into last night in La Quinta.
Oh,
so
yeah.
why? So you texted me this morning and you said got kicked out of La Quinta, or the La Quinta wasn't working. So now you're over at the Motel 6 across the street, which looks like maybe you could have contracted some sort of disease, but
I'm starting to
I'm
get
vaccinated,
a light
so we're
itch
good.
on the back
You're
of
on a
my ear.
Motel 6 guy?
if there's other options like Holiday Inn or
I've
something.
been trying to get their credit card.
Well, yeah, right next to your spirit miles.
Yeah.
Bro,
I thought they'd go hand in hand
I
with
think
each
they
other.
do, bro. They compliment each
Oh,
other.
man.
So car got broken into.
Yeah.
I go outside. All four doors are open.
Yeah.
Cool. They.
Does this
sold
Ultima have
the,
butterfly doors, or is it just like the
Scissor
regular?
The
door.
4-door, it's like it's not like there's nothing. Okay, let's
Probably
say
a
I
great
paid
car.
for a $200 detail.
Uh-huh.
It's immaculate.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
beautiful. It
Probably flip it
runs.
too,
It's
yeah.
got a check engine light.
That's fine. They all do.
But the guy was
My
like,
new
the
truck
guy
has
goes-
that.
the Lexus outside has
the
it.
guy
I was gonna
goes
say we
in-
all have that.
The guy goes, it's a mass airflow sensor. There's a new one in the center console.
Yeah.
I look at it. It's a Nissan OEM.
Wow, look at that.
Center console.
Sell that
cool,
for $300,
okay.
you know?
Cool, perfect. You gonna detail it before you give it to me?
No.
Nah.
Just get out of my face. I don't want it. Okay. All right. Cool. So the stench of Marlboro Reds has been heavily. If I sound congested, just know it's on that drive.
You
That
got,
I had to be
you got,
here at
you
6
got
a.m.
secondhand smoke.
I
just
had to
driving.
be here at 6 a.m. today. I've been walking around Louisville,
Dude, you.
That's
I'm
no
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry.
but then you pick me up at the Motel 6 and that. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you walking or working? I'm like, I'm working now. Like, I'm working now.
Yeah, no, that was I picked him up in the LC. It was at a bad spark plug too. Turns out it's very cheap.
I think it was planned.
It wasn't.
I think it was planned.
No, I was running errands today. One of the reasons I was late. I had to drop my boat off, get an oil change, spark plugs on the car. I was crossing off a lot of things on my errands list, and I picked him up.
Good.
And it didn't smell like smoke in there though, did it? No, I don't smoke cigs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it probably did for me.
Yeah, you
It's
probably
still-
thought I was
like,
smoking
I still
cigs
got
prior.
That buzz for,
That's nuts.
For the 8-hour drive from San
It's
Antonio
okay.
to here.
You're getting nicked up all the way over
Even
here.
though it only took me about 2.5 hours, but yeah, and that Nissan, that twin turbo Nissan,
So
I do love it. I'm not gonna lie. Like
No, I'm
getting here,
sure it's great.
33 to 35 miles an hour, or 33 to 35 miles per gallon. I filled up. Like I was at low. I filled up. I put $62 in, and it was at 552 miles till empty.
Oh my! I
I've
could
nev-
dream.
Yeah.
I have a
that.
30.
Owning a truck,
I have
that's
a
not a
30
thing.
gallon tank on both my diesels,
Yeah.
and I've never seen that number.
No.
No,
Yeah.
and you probably never will. And
No.
no one will ever will because now everything's going electric. So
And up
Fuck.
here, damn, we're only 4 hours away, and diesel is
Cheaper.
up,
they're more expensive.
more expensive.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
more expensive up here.
$1.78 more.
No way.
Really?
I mean, 476.
Welcome to DFW.
Really?
476 is what I'm seeing.
Where were we driving the other day and gas went up like drastically? I mean, we only went like an hour away. I think we are going out to East Texas and just like, I mean, regular. I mean, it was up like 30, 40 cents. I was confused. I was like, why?
I think I know why.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be politics, right?
Gotta be.
That's the answer. It's
East
always
Texas.
politics. ETX. Yeah.
ETX. True.
Damn,
True, that's true.
That's f***ing nuts. So let me just break this down. You drove because there was something else that happened too, and that is
yeah.
that. So you drove all the way down to this
So-
morning. Got broken. It looks like it was
Well-
nicely opened, nicely broken into. It
Yeah,
was
they
a,
were
it
just
was
checking
a
it out.
courteous B&E.
They had everything open.
Nothing was taken though.
If there was Marlboro Red, like there's a Marlboro Red, couple empty packs in the back,
they may have
like
stole
like
those.
the trunk.
Yeah.
Maybe there were
That's-
some open packs, or maybe they opened it up and saw a couple cigarettes in there.
Yeah.
Like maybe, like I don't know. I didn't really go through I haven't gone through the car. I just got it,
Uh-huh.
and when I got it, like I got it trailered straight to home, and sat there. Whenever he texted me
Yep.
about the trip, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm loading up. I'm like, you know what? I may even pull the dually out of the storage that I have. It's that dually we talked about before,
Yeah.
which was I have an investment where I have a 2020 F350 dually, and it's on basically blocks with no tires, no rims. It's just sitting there, and I'm gonna keep it there for about 20 years, less than 50 miles.
Didn't you say you have vacuum wrapped?
Oh, what? No, it has this bubble. It's got,
Oh,
this
is it?
it's got this bubble over it, so there's no dust or.
And you're doing that
Atmosphere.
because
Really?
diesel cars or diesel trucks, or I guess cars in general, you think are going to be obsolete?
Take a 2020 Platinum
Yep.
now, less than 50 miles, 10 to 15, 20 years from now.
Might be worth something.
I-
Probably.
I-
It's
No,
gotta be- look at the 7.3 right now.
I was saying, I-
Everybody's like raving about it.
I see where your head's at. I just haven't like seen someone actually follow through with that.
I know.
Which is dope. You have this hoe plastic wrapped, like in. Okay.
off the ground.
So why'd you think about driving that? That's an investment. You'd almost.
Okay, you pulled up in what today?
Yeah, but you don't need to flex though.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was
I-
not. It really was not a flex. A matter of fact, driving
Okay,
that thing while Caleb drove the truck
Motel
was
6.
yeah.
I pull up in a white Nissan Altima.
yeah, but it gets great
I
gas
get
mileage.
picked up and looks like
Don't tell me that. I
Timberlands.
love Motel
They're
6.
Carhartts, but they look like Timberlands. I come out and you pick me up in a Lexus, and I'm walking like
Yeah.
straight. You know, like I'm walking heel to toe, kind of in straight, and he's like, "Get in." No shit, get in, but like, eh.
Thing it is nice.
But when he sent me-
it
when he
wasn't
s-
planned though. I swear.
No, I know,
I'm not the type
yeah.
of person to flex or flaunt.
Correct, correct.
It is a
Correct.
car that I like, and you know she was getting worked on. So like.
Because we also talked about like whenever I was at the Motel 6, they said I couldn't check in till 3.
So you were just wandering around. Is that what you said? You were just wandering around for like how many hours?
Whenever we're on the phone before, like 8 hours before that, before 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
not really. But before that, they said I couldn't check in till 3. They said the room is ready at 12:30. They're like, yeah, the room's ready. You can go ahead and pay for it. Cool. Can I put? I really just want to put like everything that I have fits in the back of the Altima.
Yeah.
So nobody will like. You look inside, you're not gonna see anything.
I mean, you already got broken into once.
I already
Could happen
got
again.
broken into
Yeah.
once.
I'd rather
but then
throw
my-
it in the room.
Yeah.
Correct.
Just
But
put it in the
my rods is the big deal.
Oh, you brought
my
rods.
My rods, I got 4 rods that are just going through the whole
Yeah.
car.
See, I would take those.
So whenever I
me
Yeah, I would steal
personally.
those.
correct,
too.
100%.
Yeah.
And everything was inside the hotel. And so when I called him or whenever I talked to him earlier, I'm like, hey, do you mind? Like they can't. If you're gonna pick me up at 1:30, do you mind if we put the rods, just the rods, in your car, truck, or something? He's like, yeah, not a problem, not a problem. We'll take that. Because then I can just close the back seat,
Yeah.
and everything's hidden kind of in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
At 2:30, I was like, hey man, can I get an early check-in? For the love of God, I've been here for like 2.5 hours at this new at the new like,
What were they
Motel
doing?
6.
Cleaning up?
I've been at La Quinta, and La Quinta gave me a free stay for breaking in my car. Would you like to stay here again? I'm like, no, it's $125 a night. Motel 6 is $45.
Well, let's see.
Wow.
Liking that.
That's kind of what I looked at because I go, well, it's right across the way, like for $45.
Yeah, but did like was there a voice in your head that was thinking, well, maybe it's $45 a night for a reason, and you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, I just said f- it.
You said
Yeah.
fuck it.
I feel you.
I just said fuck it because I was looking at campsites.
Why, dude?
Yeah, I know. This makes me.
What the
Yeah, this may be stupid.
Bro, I would have.
This may be
I would have.
dumb.
I would have probably if I would have known that you were going to. I don't know, like rough it. I would have been like, I'll put you up in a Holiday Inn, like anything but a.
It's not about like the finance. It's more like, okay, I got the $40 Ozark Trail from Walmart.
Sure.
Right? It's by myself.
Yeah.
Especially when I go indulge with this.
It's the experience.
the experience.
Totally.
And there's okay.
The experience
so,
for me is being
hold up.
nice and
San
comfortable and not
Antonio, Texas.
Same.
In San Antonio, Texas, there's nowhere to fish. Like
Really?
there's no.
Not like up here. I don't. There's
No.
definitely more ponds up here for sure.
No, not yeah.
There's some power plant lakes I've heard out there that have redfish in them.
Yeah.
Actually,
Don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
You been?
Oh, I've been.
What is it?
he's like, I'd rather you fish anywhere
Okay,
but there
have you ever
because that's
seen
where I
have
actually
you
catch
seen a
stuff.
redfish with like 4 eyes?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
touch it. It's off a power plant for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, I was
mean-
just swimming in a power plant the other day. Actually,
Were you really?
As a matter of fact, yeah.
It's all. It's just. It's
It was
just.
so cold in the air, so I went into the
Dude,
water.
it's fine. It's just nuclear energy mixing with the
There
water
was,
particles.
there was this
Water-
one
Radiation.
bass that I caught that almost had a cock coming off of it.
It was a
It was carpet croaker.
red-breasted carpet croaker.
Yeah, and I almost.
Look at the 9-iron on that thing.
Yes.
9-iron on that.
He had a hell of a 9-iron.
Did you
He beat me.
Did you flick it?
No. Gave him a little 1-2. Throw him in.
Okay. Yeah, I figured
So.
you did something like that, man. Did you? So did your? So you went swimming in the power plant, and you're okay with that? You're okay with maybe a little bit of nuclear radiation?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. No. Why
They
not?
only use it to cool off, I think, like the rods that are radioactive in the power plant. But other than that, you should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's.
You're
good.
you're right at the outflow too, right at the
It's right where the water
right at the most
was
concentrated
freshly
point.
spewing out from hitting those nuclear rods. That's where I took a nice dive.
Oh dude.
No, but yeah, I've looked at those power plant lakes down there because I've seen
I've
that
heard
they
they're
have
pretty good,
redfish.
honestly. I've heard,
They
I've
are.
heard- yeah, you can catch
No,
redfish in there.
no, they are. Like they're massive. Like
They are.
first time I went out, I had waders. It was cold. I went out to like where you release kayaks, not boats, but kayaks. You know,
Okay.
like you just release kayaks. This guy comes out, takes a kayak, maybe less than 100 yards, catches a 32, 31-inch red,
Really?
Yeah, there's
comes
some
back.
big ones in there, I think.
Comes back, puts it in his ice chest,
Oh,
and
cool.
leaves.
You just f***ed off.
Dips.
Okay. See, like that.
I'm out there for hours, my guy. Like
That's how
working.
that happens, bro.
I'm out there working my. I mean, yeah.
He was out there to get a bite. He acquired. He achieved that redfish.
He was out there to get a meal. Is what he was
and
trying
he
to
did.
do.
He's like,
Or a
my
mount.
my work here is done. That guy on the kayak. My work here is done. Speaking of kayaks, though, I need you to go into the story.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, let
Yeah.
me preface it for if you guys don't know what like the Guadalupe trip is. How long is that? The river, like the
Where we floated, it was 30. We did the math. It was like 29.5 miles that we'd floated. And to put it in perspective, there was no water.
okay.
So like imagine.
So you didn't float.
No.
Okay.
Imagine like what the Grand Canyon looks like right now.
But the Guadalupe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we like drug Caleb and I say we. Caleb and I drug our kayaks.
Yo, huff
So
it.
don't go is what John
Well,
is
you-
trying to say. No, don't go.
Yeah, don't go.
Don't.
Yeah,
know
after
what?
we hear your story, don't go.
No,
Yeah.
don't go.
Don't go.
Yeah.
So you saw you got maybe a little bit of inspiration, went and
Oh, yeah.
tried to do but you were smarter. You launched below Canyon Lake. So there's more
Wait.
water down there.
You went where there's no
No
lake,
lake or
nothing.
water.
That-
yeah.
Like where you went.
I was above the dam.
And I thought that like where you parked your truck was sketchy.
Well, no.
Like underneath the bridge.
Oh, it is
like,
very sketchy.
No,
Yeah.
it was where I parked my truck at the time.
Even worse.
Where I'm at the Motel 6 looks like a 5-star restaurant.
Oh really?
It was.
Oh.
I mean, when we got there, like, okay. You want me to go into it?
Yeah.
Should we go into it?
Go
I-
into
I'm
it.
down.
Start
This-
start from the top.
This stretch of river, the whole goal is literally just go catch fish, right?
Yeah, you're do
That's-
so like it's like any other river float you do. How many miles did you do? Or did you plan on doing?
36, 38.
That's insane, bro.
Okay.
That's actually insane.
You were alone.
It gives me PTSD
No,
for you
no,
even saying that
no.
you're gonna float 30 miles in the Guadalupe
I
River.
was going to do it alone. Like, okay.
Glad
okay.
you didn't.
Main trip, Bastrop, Colorado River,
Uh-huh.
coming down. It was supposed to be 31 miles.
Okay.
Oh, that's
that
what
was-
you're gonna do. You're gonna do Colorado River.
That's what I was like.
Okay.
Hey, Caleb, how's it going? This is what we're gonna do. And then it changed to the Guadalupe because Buddy was like, "Hey, man, I'm down."
Okay.
And if anybody says like, "Yo, let's go fish, let's do it,"
You're about it.
yeah, I'm about it.
Okay.
And where to begin?
You guys.
Planning this trip.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go into it planning at all. I just wanted to go float,
Nice.
kayak. Let's just go. Let's just do it.
Done a lot of those.
Free
Never,
balling.
never
That was
work
like-
out.
Never work out.
But it was like a month and a half in advance. So like every day you're thinking about it. Every day it's like, you know, let me look at the route one more time. Let me check the weather. Let me check the route. Let me check the Google Earth. Let me check the water depth.
Yeah, you're doing your
Especially
research.
from y'all's voyage.
Uh-huh.
If you like you said in one of your videos, like if I just check Google Earth, I
ever check
may
the
have
moon
looked at,
phases?
like maybe I should.
The moon phases just tell you when the fish are. That's about
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
It doesn't checking the moon
Let me
phase doesn't
check
help
the
you
moon
get to that.
phases, bro.
The moon phase.
Well, like my pigs are acting weird. I'm like, all right, what's the moon phase
the moon
today?
phase at?
Because I know they're up to something
Now-
with the
now
moon.
I'm acting weird.
But
Like,
but the thing is the moon phase. It could be a full moon.
I'm kind of on something today. It's the moon phase. That's
It could be
It's
a
always
half
that.
crescent or a full moon, and you're still dragging your kayak through like 9 miles of straight dry riverbed. So But the moon phase is great if you want to know if the fish are. Hey, guess what? Fish are
Hey,
full moon fish.
Hey, fish are going.
they're happier than I am. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Until
why
you
for the care
slam
package
him in
that
the.
time was like, poor guys.
Oh yeah.
I need help. I need some. I'm like, yeah, no.
I was like, I need a popper, but really we needed water because we were about to die.
5 gallons of work. Here's 12. Drank one while y'all were
You
there.
just kept pulling out. Like when we were stuck in the river when we ran into you for the first time, I was like, well, water, like gallons and gallons of water. I was like, water. And then he pulls it. He's like, I got tacos. I'm like, oh, tacos. And you're like, I don't know if you can show this on camera, but I got some White Claws. I'm like, oh, dude. I looked at Caleb. I'm like, we must have died up there on the river, and this is heaven. Like, we clearly aren't alive. And then he hooked us up with a bunch of poppers too. And I was like,
oh, can I take this one Guggen bait popper? I'm like,
he's like,
the
no, it's
whole
all yours,
thing
dude.
is yours.
yeah. We sat there for like 50 minutes just eating the
Can I take
tacos
this-
and getting
this
drunk.
one?
too.
And you have to at that point because you're not gonna feel anything when you're like dragging ass the
Oh,
whole time.
100%. We had a nice float stretch after we met you too. It was very nice. We were riding a soft buzz.
That's good.
Our bellies were
That's
full
good.
of carne
That's
asada
Oh
tacos,
god.
and I was sipping on cold water, and I was like, "Thank you, Stinky Riggin." Thank you. I wish I could have been there for you, but it sounds like there's nothing I could have done for you.
Yeah,
You were
I'm
fit-
so intrigued
Okay.
on what this story is.
Also,
I gotta
hey man,
know.
take
Okay,
your time with this.
okay.
Feel free to pull out your notes. Seriously, like I want you to.
Is there any way to pause this?
Yeah, we can pause it.
Yeah.
We can't pause
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Do you have a bathroom?
Yeah. I got you.
It's just right there.
Okay, so they don't let. So
It's
they
in
don't
Brenton's
let, they
fish
don't-
tank.
Real quick, they don't let you like if you don't check in, they don't allow public bathrooms.
You can't
And
drop
I go
a giant
and hold on, I paid $60 a night.
Motel 6. Yeah, that might be just a Motel 6 policy.
Thank you.
Unless you're a Motel 6 card holder. We're gonna take a quick bathroom break, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want us to ask you about the sign? You've been holding it up. Nugs, not
No,
drugs.
it's just a
With the
message.
story?
I'm trying to like translate it to the camera.
Are you Dare's new spokesman? Mm-hmm. Is that still a thing, Dare?
No, it's not.
Do all ridiculous amphetamines? Is that what that stands for?
The fact that you remember that amphetamine starts with an A, but
Yeah.
Does?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it definitely
I just
does.
wanted to- I
It
just
definitely
wanted
does.
to come up. It does it really?
Yeah, I dropped out of college.
Oh,
I never went to college.
I can
I
tell you
didn't
for
go-
sure. I don't know if it starts with an A, but it definitely doesn't start with an E. It definitely does not start with an E.
I just love the confidence behind it.
No, yeah, I got. Well, if you're gonna be stupid, you might as well be
all
confident about it.
Ridiculous entertainment.
Thanks,
don't
man.
know.
I
don't know.
appreciate
have
that.
no
Appreciate it,
idea.
brother.
I have no idea.
So are you, and that's why we had you on, because this is the most ridiculous story I've
Oh,
ever
no.
heard in my entire life.
All right.
Are we good to go? Jaquan's gonna miss it, but
Ready.
that's fine. What
That's
do you
fine.
think he's doing right now?
watching the game.
Oh, nice.
Definitely
Way
watching.
more exciting than us.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't blame him. Start from the top.
We'll start from the top.
Yes,
Start
sir.
from the beginning.
Yep.
A lot of the things that I DM'd, that I texted, was a lot of things were left out,
Okay, cool.
especially the expression of how I felt about it.
Right.
Hopefully, y'all will understand.
Okay.
So, this trip is being planned, and every day I keep planning this trip to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it went from 1 day to like 15 miles. All right, let's do maybe a 2 day, 20 miles. We'll do like 8 miles a day, right? 8 to 10 miles a day. All right, let's do this whole 38 stretch from. We're going to do. Well, for me, I was like, I'm by myself. I got no one to rely on. I don't have a cameraman.
You're
So
trying to
I-
document the experience. That's why you're looking.
I'm trying to okay, if I did 1 day of trying to video myself catching a fish, setting up camp
Especially on a kayak. Difficult.
on a kayak, like
challenging.
you know what?
It's a mission.
Is 1 day going to be actually like it's going to be worth it?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let's make it a 2 day. No, let's make it 3 day. Should we make it a 4 day? No, there's actually like no access point after Gonzales, Texas.
So you gotta stop.
So I started in. I have to look at my phone again to get the times and exact.
You don't have to go super detailed.
Yeah. It was a long trip,
Yeah.
and so. Anyway, I make a plan and I go, hey, I'm actually fishing with a buddy of mine, and we go to this pond that I f***ing hate. I hate this pond because you get everybody coming up like, hey, you got change? I'm like, yo, stop. Hey, can I borrow a worm? Like, hey, can I borrow your? I've been asked to like borrow my rod and reel before because I have like 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So like, hey man, can I use your bait caster? No, respectfully, no, disrespectfully, get the out of my face. Like, get out
yeah.
of my face.
Yeah.
And I start talking about the trip, and he's like, man, I'd be down for that. Wow, really? Like, you go with me? Like, you would do this type of trip, like 38 miles, 35 miles. Like, you're down to do a kayak trip. He's like, yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Like, now I'm even more excited about the trip. So now I start strategically planning, like, on Google Earth, where these now we're in South Texas. If you're caught on anybody's ranch, you're getting shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not taking chances. Like, they're mostly nice, but
That
I'm
was
not
that was the
taking
thing on the
chances.
Devils River. Like they were very adamant and strict about you not stepping foot. Now you can go on dry riverbed, which might be in the middle of the river.
Correct.
That's fair game. But as far as the banks go, we really don't want to fuck around. Everyone's packing, especially if you go on
Really?
someone's ranch. Yeah, I
Even
mean,
just like getting on the riverbank like that.
I mean, for example, like on the Devils River, like we were floating past this one section. This guy in this Can-Am had just guns he had guns all over his rack on his side by side. And he was nice to us, but he was just making sure we weren't around.
Yeah.
You know.
Makes sense.
And we
I
were
guess.
floating, and we weren't. Thankfully, that was not where I pissed. I pissed up the river, but anyway. But continue. So yeah, you don't want to fuck around.
You gotta
stay in the water.
You gotta take that into consideration. That
Yep.
like, these are people's property. Now, do they know that the riverbed?
Not all.
What's
of
the
them.
riverbed? What's theirs?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get into that.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to have that argument. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to get it. I just like, look, if I find the middle of the river that's got this like island,
You're camping.
you can't say anything to me.
No, and,
Yeah.
and I think you're technically in the clear too. You'd
Correct.
be fine.
You
You'd
are.
be fine. Yeah.
You are. And that's so I mapped everything out. Day by day, I started mapping things out even more, even like precisely to a T, to everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. I overloaded those 2 kayaks. He was like, hey man, I don't got a kayak. I'm like, I got 3. Like, we're good. Like, I got you. I overloaded this kayak. Like, the kayak, I got an Ascend 12T, and then I got an Ascend 10T for like $300-400 for both. Got a deal. The max on the 12T was 350 pounds. I'm 240, 230 on a light day, 240 on a good day.
True.
Right.
True.
He's like 120, 130 pounds soaking wet. So I'm like, we can push it on his kayak. And then I had inner tubes with nets in them behind us that had the coolers and the food
Oh
and
Jesus
that
Christ.
kind of stuff. Yeah,
That would have been smart. Although that's another thing
no,
to
it
drag.
It'd have been
No.
absolutely.
Yeah, because you didn't have any water.
No, it would have been a inner
Drag-
tube on
dragging those
on rock.
sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah, I bet. You
Like-
guys do a lot of dragging.
Not too much.
Yeah?
No, it was a lot of
Other.
grass.
Oh.
Like, not, I don't want to say seaweed, but like just
I know what you're talking
brush
about.
that was like
Yeah.
2 feet deep, and you got brush, and like you're trying to paddle, and it gets stuck on your paddle, and then you're trying to. But that was okay. So let me start.
Yeah. Kick it off, brother. You got this.
So we're supposed to be on the water at 8 a.m. The location of where the drop off was at was 42 minutes away exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way there, we're on time. Everything's looking good. Hey man, I forgot thermals. Okay, we'll stop at a Walmart real quick. Not a problem. He comes back out. Hey man, I forgot a raincoat. Okay, what do you have for like warmth? Well, I got one hoodie. So if that one hoodie gets wet,
You're done.
You're.
Yeah.
It's in Big L.
All right. Stop at the Walmart. Go back. You know what? I'll go back in and get whatever you need. What else are you missing? Yeah, I don't have socks.
Are you serious?
All right. You got underwear? Yeah, I do. I got like 5 pairs of underwear. Why the f do you have 5 pairs of underwear for 3 nights? But you didn't pack socks. You didn't pack warm stuff.
How
Yeah.
old do you know this guy? Not too well.
A year.
Okay.
A year.
Gotcha. So this could be kind of like a what the f to you.
See, and I'm an old guy, I guess. Like, I turned 30 in June this year.
Nice. Let's catch up to me too.
So I'm
Feel
around
it.
you young
Almost
folk.
extinct.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just like turned 20, and I was just like,
You're
is this
babysitting.
legal? Like, is this legal?
Do I
Like,
need to sign a
I don't-
waiver to get on the
do I have to sign
pod?
a waiver to take him? Like, hey, mom, dad, can I take him in my truck? Am I allowed to drive him? Like, all this kind of stuff. But he's very like mature
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's
I got a buddy like that. His name's Grant, and then also Brent too.
oh, okay.
Brent's
One of those.
significant. Brent's 7 years younger. So
Yeah.
7 years younger. Huh?
Yeah, I'm 20. I turned 20 yesterday.
happy belated.
Yeah.
First off, happy belated.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
you
that.
Don't look 20.
Really?
You look 30. Jeez.
I'll take it.
He's got facial hair.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
take
you got
it.
facial hair. There you go.
I think it's flipped. I look younger and he looks much older. Yeah.
How old do y'all think I look? Real quick.
Do you look?
I'm giving you a solid 26,
I said-
27.
I think you're your age. I think you're 30.
30.
Yeah.
If I take off this hat, I look 45.
Really? You got gray hair?
I'm so curious. What's under there?
We'll do it at the end of
Okay.
this. Yeah,
All right, so now y'all
got
gotta tune in for the
now
whole
you gotta
end.
tune in for the very end. Or if not, the next podcast, you're going to have to see on what's on this hat. Because don't let the sideburns fool you. But, so I'm planning, and we're going to the spot, and this spot is like, it's public, safe. No, it's not safe. There's some people, like, okay, legitimately, like, legit, there is a woman blowing a guy in the woods where we were dumping the kayaks off. What? Yeah. So that was, like, right off the bat.
What time of the day? Is this a morning BJ sesh? Or?
Okay, so we got on the water at 3. It took an hour to get both kayaks on the water because of how steep this, like, embankment was.
Did you get contact? Or like a number?
Here's the deal. We made eye contact, and they
Ooh,
kept
the
kept
blower
going.
or the blowee?
Yeah,
It took us an hour to get in the water because we had to wait for him to finish.
I kept
We're just sitting there
looking behind
watching
me
him. We're like,
like-
dude,
I
I don't
kept
have all day. We have a kayak trip to go on, man.
I kept looking.
You guys wrap this up.
I kept looking behind.
So, and he finished so we can continue our trip.
Oh god.
Sorry, bro. I want you to tell the story, and I keep interrupting you.
No, it's because
Wow,
the story,
okay.
like the
Nice.
story is just like I didn't explain it. Like when I sent it to Caleb, again, I was on the,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, Caleb, if you got 5 minutes to read, here you go. And I just went after it. I'm like, I'm not even going into detail, like what my mindset was at.
Right.
Then again, it's like weird, but I'm like a 20-year-old. Like I'm 28 or 29. Like
So you're all getting kicked off, and couple hooligans are doing a little bit of oral antics in the woods.
I do my intro.
All good?
I do my intro, like my
Okay.
whole intro video, right? Like I could do my intro video, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm excited." Blah blah. blah. I'm like, "There's somebody blowing over there. It's all good." But
Could
you
you
know,
see
like,
them off in the distance?
oh
You
yeah,
can't?
no, I don't know. Like, I'll go more into
Okay.
about my laptop.
Sure.
'Cause, I threw my laptop anyway.
Oh, Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
no, that was bad. We'll go more into that.
Okay.
So we're on the water. It is now 3 p.m. I'm kind of livid because again, daylight savings. It gets dark at like 5:30.
I hate that, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
that
running out of
sucks.
time.
It didn't set in until like an hour into his voyage. Like not even an hour, like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, we gotta make 12 miles
Yeah.
in 2 hours, an hour and a half before it gets dark. Like the first checkpoint, like the first checkpoint, because day 2 was supposed to be a lot of footage, a lot of like drifting.
Taking your time.
The water was deeper.
You planned out your marks. You gotta
We
hit
planned
them.
everything out. Like I tried to.
Oh, well, been there.
I'll be very. Here's what's kind of cool. We found like 4 or 5 kayaks just chilling, just chilling on the side. Apparently they had this like big rain before then, and it washed away a lot of people's stuff. It was cool. It was like, did we take it? Did we like leave it at the end of our voyage? Like gather up the kayaks and
Sure,
leave it
yeah.
at the voyage and just like leave them there. Maybe people will claim them.
Yeah.
No, it was. Thank God we didn't, because we did walk. We
Yeah,
did. Like
yeah.
no matter. Okay, it
Yeah.
rained for a straight week before that, and then it was cold and rainy, and it still wasn't. The water level still wasn't high enough to like where we can coast through some. So we're on the water. First 5 minutes, he's like, "Man, I'm sinking."
Oh,
I'm like,
What?
What the fuck you mean you're sinking? And you look at his kayak, and his kayak's like it's legitimate. Like so, we pull off.
he is sinking.
He didn't put his like,
His scuppers.
scuffer,
Yeah.
the plastic or the rubber.
Yeah, scuppers.
Those.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
Thank you.
The
He didn't
plugs
put
that
those
go in the
in.
kayak,
The
yeah.
plugs. Yes. He didn't put those in. I was like, hey man, I brought like 5 extra ones just in case. Yeah, I didn't put them in. Okay, not a problem. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. So the whole time I'm thinking like, I can't video anything. I can't create content because we have to get to this checkpoint 12 miles down. We have to just
Power
paddle.
through. Yeah.
So we pull over for a little potty break. His first cast, he gets a 3.5 pound.
Oh shit.
Beautiful.
Did you ever get one that big while you're out there?
No, we got one. That was it. I got like a 5, 6. How
That's
big? 5,
That's crazy.
6. I think it was 7 pounds actually.
That's crazy.
8.5.
I thought 3.5 pound was like the biggest I've ever seen.
That's.
off
I
the
mean,
Guadalupe.
that's a good fish,
Yeah.
especially for a nice piss break.
Correct.
Solid fish. Starting off okay. A little weird with the blowjob. Nice largemouth.
Yeah, that was I really wanted to indulge in that blowjob a little bit more. 'Cause
No,
I
that's
was like,
fine.
You go
I
into
kept
it.
looking. we go into. It was just very brief. It was just like they looked, and they just went back right at it. I mean, there was nothing. No excitement. There
Respect.
was, okay.
Confidence.
Yeah.
She didn't say. He, she, they. I don't know, but
Yeah.
they did not let up.
Nice.
So
Pedal to the metal.
power to them.
Pedal to the metal.
And so we're on the water. We're going. It is now getting like it's. We stopped to get a little potty break. I kind of do some like shooters, those little mini things that you find in the fridge.
Yep.
Those little mini things.
Yep.
I do a couple of those. I'm like, oh yeah, I can feel nothing. Let's just paddle forever. And I'm like, okay, we got to cut this short because we're only like 3 miles in.
Mm-hmm.
We got to cut this short. So I start looking. I find a couple. Google Maps is a line son of a. They do not update their daily.
Oh,
Google
no.
Earth does not. Nothing
No.
updates their.
Yeah, I've
daily.
learned that.
You're looking
Yeah.
for an island, right?
Looking for just an island because I mean on the shore, they look good, but I'm just not. I'm not testing it. I'm not about it. I'm not. No, I just want something in the middle.
You don't want to get cladated in the
No.
middle of the night.
Correct.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Some,
Yeah, I don't
not.
blame
some
you, man.
landowner pulls up and he's got his 12 gauge up your ass.
Not
and he's
trying
like,
to.
No, I'm good.
I mean, unless they're just trying to blow you out there. I mean, you could have that happen.
I don't know if they were handing out free.
that could be.
It seems like they were.
That
Well,
could be worked out though.
maybe that might
that
have just
could be
been that day.
worked
Yeah.
So we finally, I go, here's a spot, perfect. If y'all seen the picture, it's like picture perfect.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna count 12 feet away from the bank, just in case it rains, because it was supposed to rain, but it said 40% chance. So like, where was that between ranches and like, there's only one river going through this entire. It was like, okay, I'm just gonna go 12 feet up, right? And it's all rock,
Right.
beautiful, campfire. Respectfully got fucked up.
Get lubed up. That's fine.
Yeah. It was awesome. I was like, this is well needed. I made the whole hobo beans where you put the can of beans
Oh, yeah.
in the fire.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted
I've
to do
never
that.
done that.
Is
I've
it
never
cool?
done it. It was awesome. Like it was way too
That's
hot.
sick.
It does
Oh.
not need to be in the fire for that long.
Uh-huh.
They say 3 to 4 minutes. F- that like 1 minute, like 60 seconds, and it's good. It
I'm
was
glad.
way too
You
hot.
just
Like,
So I'm gonna
sterilize,
try that.
I went. I
sterilize the roof of
grabbed.
your mouth.
Well, my dumb ass. I'm like, oh, it's done. Yeah, son of a. Like, burnt.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
no, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. It's all good. And we go to bed that night. The wind and the cold, the rain came in like all of a sudden in the middle of the night. This is 3 or 4 in the morning. I had to take a piss. And I go outside and I'm like,
Y'all are just intense, just regular little tense.
110.
Oh.
Ozark Trail.
Oh, wow.
Was
Those
it
are
tight?
3x3. It was like 3x5 or 3x6 or 4x6, whatever it was. Like the smallest one that they have for like a 2-person. It's not a 2-person. It's a 1-person.
I literally said that I had bought the
For
same.
y'all, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's literally a 1-person.
So
for,
did you
for my
watch that
dog.
video and were you like, okay, you said don't get this for 2 people and you got it for 2 people?
Yeah, I should have listened.
Yeah,
I should've
Ozark Trail tents are advertised completely wrong. Like a 2-person or 3-person tent is literally big enough for 1 person.
We just
Right.
got one from Walmart and put on the houseboat. We fit all 3 of us in there actually.
Yeah, but that's because y'all are intimate. Y'all like getting like that.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Snuggling.
me,
Or was it? I don't want to assume. Was it spacious?
It was spacious to me.
it would have been perfect for my dog. That's a Great Dane. That would have been perfect. But like for me and him, now I'm 6 foot. He's like 5'9".
Can we
So-
give him a name? Kyle.
You want? Yeah, we can name him Kyle.
Okay,
We can
Kyle.
name him
This is
I-
Kyle.
Yeah, well, let's just do Kyle.
Not
That's
trying to
fine.
get too
I don't
close
wanna
up on
use his
Kyle.
name.
Yeah.
I don't want to use his name.
I wouldn't use
That
his
one,
name
I
either.
don't know if he watches this too. I don't mean this in any disrespect.
No, Kyle, we love you, bro.
No, actually, that's the
respectfully,
You're a
thing.
trooper.
But
That's actually the
respectfully,
Because we mean this in the utmost
Yeah.
disrespect. So
Respectfully, f- you for all the that you put me through. I'm not gonna use your name, but f- you
Kyle.
out of respect,
I know it, Kyle.
and I don't really care because we're never fishing again.
Bro, you don't care. Let's
No.
be honest. Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're never. We're
Exactly.
never.
It's like that.
Never.
It might
We're
be, bro.
never fishing again. Ever. No kayak. No nothing.
Damn.
Respectfully though.
I thought this
respectfully.
story ended in like a happy, like
I don't-
Kyle and
No,
I
it
did it.
No, it did. It was wonderful. It was great. Here, I'll continue. So we're on the water. We get to the campsite. Everything's great. Everything's cool. I'm drinking. He's kind of drinking now. He's not really a drinker. He's more of a smoker.
Cool.
And so he's smoking.
Kyle's
Everything's
20.
cool. We have the hobo beans, hobo chili. I get a couple glizzies.
Yeah, I
awesome.
always be packing them glizzies. I'll be bringing
He was
so
like,
many of them.
"Wait,
bitches.
Wait. Y'all brought hot dogs?
Nah, glizzies.
You gotta bring the glizzies on the fire.
You guys brought like perishables and y'all floating around with a bin full of hot dogs. That's wild.
Is
Ben
it bad?
full
Is
of
it more than
Glizzox.
one?
Were they just
Like,
loose?
is it bad if it's more than
Were they
one
loose
thing?
or were they in the package? Did you just have them loose rolling around?
I thought about taking them out of the package and putting them like a Ziploc bag. But that's just disrespectful.
that,
Like,
that puts an
keep
emphasis on the hobo meal. Like, bro, you've got canned beans over the
Exactly.
fire and
Is
Hot-
it
hot
bad
dog
if I
in a
put
bag.
Is it bad if I cook the glizzy in the hobo beans?
no,
and
that's
the
how you
chili?
do it, bro. That's
So
how
you get it
do
done.
Okay,
Yeah.
respect. Out of
Yeah.
respect. Out of respect. He did not partake. I'm the only one that did that.
Yeah, well,
So,
you, Kyle. You missed out.
Kyle.
See, I'm starting to lose my respect for Kyle after that.
Then you drink the glizzy water after. But anyway, continue.
Ain't partaking
That's
in no
uncut.
glizzy
That's
munching.
uncut, uncensored. We're not going to speak that. Off. Cut this, Caleb. And so everything's like fine that night. It gets like kind of rowdy. He wakes me up and he's like, "Hey man, it's getting pretty bad out there. Are you cold?" Yeah, I'm cold. I'm like, okay.
So you
Warm
Warmed him up.
Like warm up. Like do something. Like what do you want me to? You want me to bear hug you? You want me to bear claw you? You know, I'll give you the bear claw. Like it's all good. And he's like, man, it's just. And he's like shivering.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's like shivering. Like, bro, it's so cold. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I will get naked with you, Brokeback Mountain style, if you want me to. But do not speak about this because it's about the content, right?
dude, I'm trying to go kayaking with him.
I'm trying to
I'm trying-
It's gonna be like 70 degrees, and Brent's like, "Oh, it's kind of cold." Gee, Jacob, I'm freezing over here. Jacob's like 85 degrees. What's wrong
Yeah,
with
what's
you?
wrong with you?
You look
I'm
over again. He's
fine.
butt naked. He's like, "Wait, Brenton, what's going on?" No, like I'm freezing. It'd be
They
nice
said-
if you could warm me up.
They said the sleeping bag was a 2-person, right?
But it was an Ozark, yeah.
That's
Ozark-
Ozark Trail Freak.
Ozark Trail trying to get homies intimate out here.
Please sponsor. Please sponsor. I'll tell you the real.
oh man,
Yeah, what do you do in that situation? Like your homie's like, "I'm cold." Like, cool.
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Sucks.
this
We're-
is like 2. Okay, this was legitimately almost 3 in the morning. I go, look, bro, we gotta be up on the kayak by 7. Shut the f up and go back to sleep now. Do something
No,
because
Kyle.
we got to. We went 8 miles tonight. We were supposed to go 12. All right, bro, sounds good. And he just kind of rolls over. I'm like, cool, go to sleep. It's coming down like it sounds like it's coming down harder. It may be in like a placebo. Like you go to sleep, you wake up, you're like,
Yeah.
it's even harder.
Any rain tent or rain jacket over the tent?
Yeah, there's no rain inside.
Okay, there is none?
It's all good.
Okay,
Like,
but it is
everything-
cold.
It's okay. So it was. I told Caleb it was like 31 degrees.
Oh, Kyle needed some warming up. Then like, I get it.
I lied because I took a screenshot of that night. I lied. It was 27, and the temperatures were
Jesus.
reading 21. Like the whole the wind chill.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You
Oh
know what I'm
my
saying? Like it
God.
Yeah,
felt
the
like
real
21.
feel. Yeah,
the real
yeah.
feel. It said 21. It was
It was fucked up cold. Huh?
f***ing cold.
I can't
Like,
imagine.
Okay.
don't get me wrong. It was cold. I'm a burly guy. Like I'm big. I'm 230, 240,
Mm-hmm.
250, 260, whatever you want to look at it in the angle. He's
Depends
a
on the
buck
scale.
20.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're however much you weigh doesn't matter, but like you can kind of you like in your videos like you go through cold, you go through the Guadalupe.
You're on
in
a
the
camping
desert,
trip. You're in
like,
the elements. It's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But like for him, from California, that I've never done this before. I'm like,
Oh, God.
oh. Have
Buckle
you ever,
up,
like,
kiddo.
it's Texas cold though, right? Like, okay, in California you got like the mountains right there. Like 2 hours away, you got
Yeah.
the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been in the mountains. Great. Well, I don't know what you want me to do. So we're getting ready, and the storm is coming in pretty much sideways, but then it would just stop. It would just stop. Okay, but the wind's still coming, but the water coming down, the rain was not coming down. Okay, cool. Let's load up the axe. Let's do that.
Get on with your.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Remember, this is 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's our game plan. Let's get the fuck out of here. Go back to sleep. Wake up. The kayaks are gone. Gone. Not just the kayaks. The campfire. The chairs. Gone. Everything gone. Gone. Bro, we wake up. It's gone.
No.
Like, when he goes, Jacob, it's gone. I'm like,
What's gone? It's
okay,
all gone.
you-
Kyle's new name
either-
is Captain Obvious.
Yeah. No.
Lieutenant Obvious reporting for duty.
How
Jacob,
much-
sir, kayaks are gone. I got a report on the kayaks. Statuses, they're gone.
Gone.
Nice. As
How
if you are
how
Helen Keller herself and blind as like.
How much did you smoke? No, I'm serious. Like, they're gone. He unzips it. I'm like, how'd you know that they were gone if you just unzipped it? He's like, well, I looked before. But then you zipped it back up to wake me up?
So he knew they were gone for a little bit.
He was contemplating telling you the news.
Captain, sir, they're gone. Just to let you know they're gone. Like, I was like, okay, hold on. And I'm like, okay, remember, I drank a lot, danced by the fire by myself, whatever. Like, I open it up, I'm like,
No way.
no way. Like, please tell me you just put smoke in my mouth or something. Like,
Yeah.
you did something to me. Like, you whatever. And he's like, no, they're gone. So we get out. We get out. Am I allowed to say this?
Go ahead.
I'm in skivvies.
Yeah.
I wear my long johns.
Yeah.
But I'm not wearing a top. He is fully clothed in his waders. 'Cause that was the only way that he could stay warm. Was like,
He
well,
wore his
I want-
waders to sleep.
to sleep.
Oh God.
To sleep. Yeah, legit.
That's
And
unfortunate.
He
have
gets
been in the
up.
waders
He
with
gets
him.
out of the tent.
I would have
I'm
been in
like-
them waders.
He's like, this is the only way I can be warm.
I got
Yeah, I
it.
mean it's not a bad move if
Well,
you got to do
you
it.
didn't pack, you packed 3 pairs of shorts, 1 pair of socks,
True.
and no underwear.
Kyle
What
won.
the f- are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
you're repping the waiters, son.
we discussed this weeks in advance that the weather was gonna be cold.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like Kyle just maybe is not always on his game, but that's probably one of the reasons why.
No, I feel a comeback in this story.
Okay, Kyle saves the day.
There's
So wait.
there's
So
a comeback.
kayaks are gone. Where are
Yeah,
they?
There's a comeback for sure. You wait for it.
I'm ready.
So
I'm telling you guys, just wait.
in the DM, I know I exaggerated, like a mile or 2 miles down when we wake up. It was realistically maybe a quarter mile, which respectfully, you, a quarter mile run in water.
So how are you able? Was it just happened to be a shallow water stretch? I mean, you in most
No, it
cases,
was.
okay.
Like above the knee.
So you got a
below the
little bit
waist.
lucky, really.
No, we definitely
Yeah.
we got lucky by the fact that when we saw the kayaks, it was only because I left a carp rod on my yak, like on the back. I'm like, let's see if we catch a carp, like for content,
Yeah.
whatever, right? No, didn't catch a carp. Caught a fat tree in the middle.
Nice.
Clutch
Yeah.
rod right there.
So the rod stopped the kayaks from going any farther?
So the rod caught it like up here, but then like the brush was up here. So if the rod did catch it, it kind of swung it towards the brush.
So it
So
stopped.
clutch. So clutch.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Cool.
Abu Garcia. Clutch.
Nice.
It did hold on.
Okay.
We see it. We see both kayaks. We're freaking out. I go in the water. He goes in the water. We're getting these kayaks. Why didn't one of us go in the water? Just one. He has the waders. I don't. My
It's-
balls. Like it didn't, like, in my mind, we're stranded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You
as soon
kind
as
of
we
are.
got up, I'm like, I'm in skivvies. Like, and most of my was waterproof.
The real
and
feel was
waterproof.
21 that night too, so like it's cold.
It's cold. No, it's cold. And the water, it's like when we got back, I didn't account for anything. I just saw that the kayaks were gone. I didn't count for anything else. So we get the kayaks. It took us an hour to get quarter mile back, like just to get back. So we get back. like I said in the DM, no coffee needed, at all. No coffee needed.
That'll get you going.
Yeah, I'll wake you up.
Cold but hot at the same time. You know, like trekking.
Yeah.
So we get in the 4x2 tent, huddled up like penguins, and we're kind of like, all right, breakfast. I'm like, cool. We
Pull out
see
the Gliz.
we kind of look out the. I'm just like, how the f do the kayaks go? Like, didn't we strap them to a rock or something? Like, no, we just pulled them on shore. I'm like, oh, there's plenty of room. I did 12 feet. Like I thought I did 12 feet. So from the corner of our, let's say my leg is like the corner of the tent.
Uh-huh.
If I put my size 12 foot up against the corner, that's where the water was.
Oh,
Okay.
so the water came up that fast.
A lot. But
Okay.
it
From all the
wasn't
rain.
like it was elevated. Height 12 feet, it was like,
It
It
just
just
came up.
gradually
yeah,
came up.
gradually came up. We cooked breakfast romantically in the tent, which he just kind of sat there in the corner like,
I hear the start of a comeback.
yeah, you would think.
This is the build-up.
You would think.
He pulled eggs Benedict and
with salmon on
oat-
top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
yeah, salmon on
salmon and
top.
cream cheese. He
I-
pulled
I-
out of his ass.
I cooked some bomb ass tacos with some bacon,
Oh, nice.
and that was like my first time using a was it MSR?
I know what you're talking
butane?
about. Yeah, it's
Those?
the Isopro. You put it on top of the Isopro. And
That on top.
yeah,
that
that's the way.
burns quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
like
nice.
my bacon burnt, right? And he was like, I don't really like my bacon burnt that much. I'm like, I don't give a shut the f- up. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a what
I
you
like my
your
bacon medium.
Yeah.
He's asking
Medium
for
rare.
temperature on the bacon
Yeah,
now.
like, dude, I'm telling you, like in my mind, like that morning started off bad. I didn't have coffee. I didn't have anything to eat.
Yeah.
The kayaks are gone. You're
So things are looking good.
oh yeah, wonderful. This is the comeback. And
Told you.
breakfast is done. All right, let's load up. And he's like, cool. Gets on his phone. He starts looking. I'm loading up both kayaks.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Great, perfect. Fine. I'm just gonna load up the kayaks the way I want. Just don't ask me 10 million questions where things are while
Yeah.
we're voyaging. You know what? Because you didn't pack anything. You didn't pack your, whatever. So we go down. We go down 8, 9, 10 miles. Who cares? We there comes to a point where there's a railroad, but it's physically you can see where it's cut, like it's decommissioned.
Yeah.
It's done. It's gone, right? And it doesn't even come up on Google Maps or Google. It doesn't come up on anything. So we're like, cool. I kind of have to have my morning ritual. My morning.
Yeah.
So I was
You
like,
or Kyle?
me.
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
But Kyle was like, hey, man, you mind if we pull over? I'm like,
Yeah. Two birds,
you
one
kind of
stone.
pissed me off, but you haven't said anything. So this one will allow you to say something. So yes, we will stop and we will chill for a bit.
Yeah.
I make a couple sandwiches while I'm there, and I'm also downloading footage off my GoPro to kind of just free up some space. So
Yeah.
there's some time. GoPro's pissing me off a lot. GoPro's also getting wet the whole time, so like the video, like when I'm looking at it, it's just like droplets.
I
the
love that
entire
feeling.
time.
Yeah.
On the kayak, droplets, so you can't even see me. So I'm like, I'm a little irritated. I'm a little irritable from the whole morning and that, right? He's like, hey man, you mind if I smoke? Like, yeah, I don't care. Do you have more than an ounce? By the state of Texas, if you have more than an ounce, it's
felony.
it's a consent to sell.
Oh, I see.
So,
So.
it is a felony.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah.
Anything below that, it's a slap on the wrist, a ticket, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You don't have to concern both of us. It's just him. He's like, nah, bro, I got like a gram. I got literally a pipe full, and that's about it. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I don't care. Do your thing. He smokes. He's coughing, whatever. I mean, literally, I'm not even talking like 90 seconds later, game warden comes in. I have never in my life encountered a game warden in my life of fishing ever, or anything, or just not just fishing, just anything. I've done stupid in my life. I've dealt with cops that have just walked away. Game warden, never.
You guys are in the middle of like nowhere, right?
Nowhere.
Aren't you like lost? Like there's not roads. There's
Nowhere. It's ranches, dude. There's nothing. A game warden.
Not 90
Lady.
seconds later.
Lady, a game warden comes up. She thick. I'm like, Respectfully.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a plus side. Keep
Because
going, though.
there is a plus side. Because here's a plus side of me saying that. I'm sorry if you're watching this. You're thick.
See, when I think of a game where I think of like everyone's kind of like
Look like
masculine
burly,
aunt. Yeah. Your Aunt
bald,
Debbie. Yeah, she's a little
comes
like.
out like, what are you doing, boy?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, she came out. She looked okay in the face, but she's thick. Like those pants. We're not gonna go into that, respectfully.
I feel like we already did, but okay.
Yeah, no,
I don't have that game warden
disrespectfully,
fetish. Don't worry.
Disrespect that badge. But anyway, she was awesome. Anyway, so she comes around the
So
corner.
Kyle was in full chief mode with a official of the state coming down
She comes
the.
around the corner, and I'm like, Kyle. She comes around, but she had her gun drawn. She had her gun drawn at us, and she's like, "Get the f on the ground now." I mean, yes, ma'am.
I've been waiting for
When I
this.
saw the wavy, I was just like, "Oh, game warden, damn."
Whatever you do, don't put me
Do
in
whatever you
handcuffs.
want.
Yes, ma'am. What else you want? I'm. Okay, I've been on the
I'll
river
throw
for
it back.
a day. I've been on the river for a day with it.
It's okay. It's okay. I get. I
Respectfully,
I understand.
respectfully, I was willing to go on the ground. So we
I
go.
would have regardless.
Regardless,
I wanted the cuffs regardless.
how much she used the cups. She was anyway. So we
Guns
get on
drawn.
the we're guns drawn. We're on the ground. She's trying to identify us. Hey, I'm Jacob Ricker. This
is Kyle.
This is Chris Kyle. Whatever. This is
Chris Kyle, the famous ex sniper.
Yeah. Well, we're using
late
Kyle.
sniper.
We're just making up names.
Okay,
So I
cool.
figured.
So Chris Kyle is with me on the
Kyle's his
river.
name. This is Chris Kyle. I know
Gotcha.
him personally. Sniped everybody in the world. Like it's all good.
Also smoking weed currently, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a
Where'd the weed-
YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber with 1 video and 100 subscribers. Like I'm good. I'm famous.
Where'd the weed go when she said hit the deck?
So I didn't know this. So I'll go through the story.
Okay, yeah,
Because
for
I asked the same thing. I was just like, bro. what the f-? Yeah, he's sneaky. Chris Kyle's sneaky.
Yeah.
So, so she's like, get on the ground. We go on the ground, and she's like, what are y'all doing? We're like, we're kayaking. We're just fishing.
Yeah.
There's a kayak. I mean, they're right next to us. Like you can see all. Like I got 4 or 5 rods. He's got like 3 or 4. He's like, so what are y'all doing? We're kayaking. We're just look. I'm a newbie YouTuber. I just want to create some content. That's it. Like that's all we're doing. And you, to Chris Kyle. Kyle, what are you doing? I'm just kind of holding the camera for him, like his camera guy. Oh, so you're a camera guy? Well, not really, but I'm his buddy, but a camera guy. But like we're out here
God,
chilling.
weed's
I'm like,
kicking
okay,
in, yeah,
just
sure.
just answer the guy. Just answer the question. Just answer the question. It's not like we're in trouble. We're not doing anything bad. But then in my back of mind, I'm like, you just got done smoking. Not even just got done. You were in mid. Like
Did
mid.
Kyle? Is he a quarterback? Did he launch this thing? Like where? How is she not like? Well,
Okay.
Kyle.
So she's like, okay, well, I have a friend that owns one of these ranches, and he called and said that there was 2 kayaks floating down the river with no person on them, but fully kitted. So I know this rancher personally. Who are y'all? I don't know what else to tell you, ma'am. Like, here's my
So was she concerned that there was 2 empty kayaks and there could be a
Y'all
body?
annihilated
Okay.
people in the kayaks and then
Correct.
took
So
the
that's why she was out there.
Grand Theft kayak.
So she responded to the call like, okay, cool, great.
I'll check it out.
The rancher called back again and said that I saw the same kayaks with 2 gentlemen fully kitted after that. So her initial thing, what she told us was, I felt like 2 kayakers got mugged.
What?
Okay. So you saw 2 empty kayaks float down the river.
On a trail cam of hers or something like that?
Yeah, one of those game cams.
Oh, okay.
On the
Damn, she had
yeah.
surveillance and everything.
Well, he did.
He did.
They're
Oh, he
just
did. Sorry, he
friends.
did. Yes,
So,
sorry.
yeah,
So the
and
ranch owner
he,
did.
He just called it into her like, "Hey, I saw these 2 kayaks. They're empty, but now all of a sudden there's these 2 guys on there fully kitted."
Gotcha. It's
And,
a
I
little
mean,
suspicious, though,
we're
honestly. Yeah.
we're ninja. Like
Yeah.
we're fully.
Y'all do look
decked.
like
It's
y'all
cold.
finesse some kayaks.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
when
it.
we get there, she's like, "Oh, I know they'll be down there in about 4, 5, 6 miles." So she meets us, whatever, and she's like, "Okay, do you have any footage?" I show her some of like very small footage that I have, and she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay." And I was like, "Look at the picture or the video that I have of the morning of when I was just like, the kayaks are gone."
Right.
Like, you know, like
Right.
that was like the one video I had from that morning, and I f***ed up that video bad. So she's kind of like, "Okay, what are y'all doing out here? Like, this is ridiculous. The weather is horrible. The weather is like the water is up 3.5 feet." I'm like, "Yeah, we didn't accommodate to that. We didn't know it was supposed to rain. We knew it was supposed to be cold, but we didn't know it was supposed to rain.
Yeah.
It was not supposed to rain. It was just supposed to be cold." Okay, so y'all are making videos. Like, what do you mean you're doing video? Like, what's up with the cameras? Because I had my camera set up like on these little stands that you have here.
Yeah.
I had my GoPro and I had my my Sony, my big one. And she's like, "What's up with the video?" I'm like, "Well, I'm a new YouTuber, trying to start YouTubing, and I'm just trying to create content." "Oh, like John B. on Guggen Bates?"
That's hilarious.
I'm like, "You know him?" She said, "Well, I don't know him, but yeah, I see his videos." "Do you know him?" "No, I don't know him. I never met him in my life." "Okay, so you're just doing like fishing videos?" Like, yeah, we're just doing fishing videos." "Oh, that's cool. Just to let you know, there's a dam about 12 miles up that you're probably not going to be able to get around."
What?
I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "It's just dammed up really bad. Like, there's broken boats, there's tires, there's cars, there's all this type of there." I'm like, "Okay.
What the
Maybe we'll just pick up the kayaks, walk around it on the land, and then come back down." She's like, "Yeah, you could probably do that. Where are you ending?" It's like, here's the voyage. You know, here's our voyage."
Yep.
She looks at it, and it's the video that I sent y'all, the 35, 36 miles. She's
Yeah.
like, 35 miles. Y'all started way back here? I'm like, "Yeah."
Is Kyle alive? Right. not-
Kyle is sitting there. You'll see.
alert.
Alert. And you, young man, you know, let me get your license, your fishing license, that kind of stuff. And his license says California, but he just moved here like within 6 months.
Right.
You got to get it changed within a year. I don't know. I've never been out of
I
Texas.
ran into this issue too. I had an Illinois license, got a Texas resident license.
Did you
and
have to do it within like a year, 6 months?
It's 6
or-
months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
6 months.
Shit,
But
well,
I
he
mean,
was-
who the actually gets? I mean,
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
He was way outside the 6 months.
yeah, right.
I'll tell you that. He was way outside. But the game warden, she was very respectful, very chill, very just informative about the river. She's like, "Yeah, I don't know how, I don't really think there's fish in here." I'm like, "Bitch, there was a 3.5 pounder. Get the fuck out of here." "Yeah, there's fish in here." So, respectfully. And I keep looking at her kind of up and down, too, because she doesn't look pretty in the face, but she's, like, gorgeous in the body. And she does watch your videos. Like, she does. Like, she brought up a video
I
that you
hope
did
she listens
in
to
the
this.
San Antonio River,
Oh, the Riverwalk, yeah.
the Riverwalk, and she brought that up. I'm like, "Yeah, that's him." "Oh, are you him? Do I look like him?" Respectfully, you know, you're 150. I'm 250.
I'm
like,
180.
Thank you,
Soaking
appreciate it. If I
wet.
take the hat off, like, you're definitely not gonna see it different. But I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate it." But no, she's like, "Well, can I get a picture with you?" I'm like, "I'm not even big. Like, I'm not. I got like."
So she went from guns drawn,
guns drawn
to
like,
this.
yeah, guns drawn.
Now she wants a picture.
Now she wants a picture, and
Oh,
she's like, "No, but
okay.
it could be like a rookie card, like if you are big." I was okay, cool, yeah, cool picture. "Hey, can you send it to me?" She never sent it to me. She gave me a fake number or something because I texted and it said disabled or whatever.
Oh,
So
nice,
she gave me a
nice.
fake number.
Disabled.
That's sweet.
I don't want to say the name on this.
Yeah, no.
I don't know her name, but I just want to call
We
her.
won't,
her
we
name.
won't dox her. That's okay.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Kyle and Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa.
There, Lisa.
Lisa the game warden.
Lisa, for not texting me back. For not texting me back. Because I really wanted that picture because it was like a good picture. I was like,
Yeah.
cool, that's like a thumbnail.
Like, I can post that.
Yeah, I could post that. Like,
Remember,
cool.
yeah.
Like, and she was actually cool. Like, do you mind if I like take a picture or video you? And she's like, yeah, as long as you don't get my face, I'll look down. So I have one picture, and she is anyway. So she goes, let me get your license. And before she gives it back, she goes, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I smell marijuana. I smell weed. I was like, yeah,
Probably do.
probably do. I'm waiting for Chris
Kyle
Kyle to say
step up.
something. Chris Kyle comes up. He's like, yeah, it's me.
Oh, that's good. He owned up to it.
Oh, he owned up to it.
That's
no,
good.
He,
See,
yeah,
this
he
is the
did.
comeback I was
No,
looking for.
that's the only comeback. He's like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, okay, I need everything out right now. I need everything on the table. I'm not going to arrest you, but I need everything out. As long as it's over an ounce or under an ounce, I'm not taking you to jail. He's like, literally, like, here's all I have. A pipe full. That's it. And he didn't smoke the whole I mean, he did that night before, but he still smoked, like, the remnants of, like, the day after of the same thing. So
For
that's all
sure.
that's all
Not
he had.
overannounced, though. Not a felony. He's good.
He's fine.
Yeah,
So
good.
she goes, okay, dump it out, stomp it in the ground, and I'm going to confiscate that pipe. Okay. He gets a warning, like a legitimate, like,
Yeah.
not a ticket, but a warning.
Interesting. Wow.
He gets a warning, and that's the only picture I have of her giving him a ticket warning.
Yeah.
Right? You'll see how thick she is. And she's not that thick. So
This is all just in your imagination.
this is,
It was a man.
There was a lot of hallucinating on
dude.
this trip.
name was Gary, but whatever.
You're just so delusional at this
The
point.
whole-
You're just
the whole
You can be
time I was
whatever
just
you
like,
want.
I'm pissed off. I haven't eaten that much. Like, he had
For
2
sure.
tacos. I had 1. I'm bigger than him. Like, what the
yeah.
I'll feed the boy, feed the child. And so we go down river, or I'm sorry, we didn't go down river. So she's like, okay,
Just dumps the weed.
everything's all good. Everything is working out fine. And then she's like, you know what? One more thing. I need to see y'all's life jackets. And I have those ones that you put on. They're really slim, and when you go in
Yeah.
the water, they puff up.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yep.
Apparently, you're supposed to wear those at all times on the kayak.
You are, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have it on you.
You got to have it on you. And she says as long as you had it in
In the
your,
yak.
like, reachable possession,
Yeah.
you can get away with it. But technically, by the law, you're supposed to have it on you. Now, if you have one of those, like, puffer jacket ones, you can put it in your storage compartment.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
interesting.
okay, cool. Here's mine. And homeboy goes, yeah, I don't got one. I was like, I bought 2 of them. I packed the kayaks. I know, I have a list on my phone. I know what I packed. No, I don't got one. Oh, I took some stuff out, and I forgot to put it back in. I'm like, yeah, I
So
don't.
you left it up on the river or something like that.
Yeah, or in the truck when we were
Okay.
loading up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, I know I packed it. Like, I know I packed it, like,
Yeah.
in the compartments of where our kayaks have it. So I don't believe him. I start looking through it, and I can't find it. Like, I legitimately can't find it. And she's like, I'm sorry, gentlemen, I can't let you go on this voyage.
She's shutting it down.
She's shutting it down.
She's shutting the
Yeah, she
program
said
down.
I forgot what exact. She said a section something.
Oh, she was pulling like.
She's pulling, like, the actual book, the
Laws.
textbook, and
Yeah.
the laws of, like, how it's not inhabitable, but it's not safe for passage. Something about that. So she's like, okay, 2 things. I can get a truck down here to take both kayaks and take y'all back. I was like, no, just take me to my truck. I'm a little pissed off at Chris Kyle right now.
Because he lost the life jacket.
The
So
life
that-
jacket,
literally, she's
which-
shutting the. She's
Oh,
like not taking it.
she's like, y'all cannot. I was like, can we fish from the bank? She's like, yeah, y'all can fish from the bank all you want.
W
but,
game warden,
you're
she's
also
thinking about
on-
safety.
You're on rancher's property, so technically you
You can't
cannot.
fish from the bank.
Yeah, take me back to my truck. She's like, cool, we're talking. She's like, what kind of drink do you drink? That kind of stuff. She's like, I'm a Twisted Tea girl. I was like, cool. Nice. Nice.
Small talk on your.
it's
As she
small-
just.
She was trying to be more than a
flatlined
game
your
warden
trip.
that
the whole,
day.
guns drawn
Yeah.
to get in the picture.
Kind of a roller coaster of emotions, man.
Twisted Tea girl. A little thick.
But also might shoot you.
Yeah.
Might put a cap
handcuff me all you want,
in
bro.
your ass. Yeah.
And she's gonna watch. I know. Well, I don't know about the podcast, but she is. I know.
It's
she
okay.
said she was watching.
okay.
It,
This is
I hope
so-
she watches.
We're just
I hope
playing.
she does. I hope she does. Respectfully. And as long as you put that in there, it's all good. Like
Oh,
it's
we're
all
cutting out
legal.
all
It's
the
all
respect.
legal apparently.
We're cutting this respect. No, I'm just kidding.
So
So she's driving you back.
I got the truck. I go back. I pick him up, and he's like, we're like 15 minutes away from my place where his car is at. We load up everything. I load up everything, and it's silent the entire drive.
Yeah, you're
Like,
pissed.
I think I'm blaring like Beba Rexha or something like that, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know. We get back and he's like, man, thank God she came out. You know, thank God she came out or something like. Thank God she stopped us or whatever. I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Thank God, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really wanted to go home, man. I was like, okay, well, you got what you wished for. And he starts taking off his jacket, and there's the life jacket.
No.
The life jacket is underneath his jacket, and he's like, I was like, oh.
No.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is that?
Did you
He's
not
like-
want to just reach over and
Um,
clock him,
so
grab him by
on
the collar?
On the right-hand side was this, like, little embankment. I locked up the brakes on my truck and went into that embankment. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, what do you mean, whoa, whoa, whoa? Shut the fuck, respectfully.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. What the fuck is this? Man, I just really want to get off the water. And when she said that we couldn't go forward without our life jackets, I just kind of zipped up my jacket and I hid the life jacket. I'm like, then I would have paid for an Uber for you to go home. I would have just done it myself. Like, you're just f***ing me over. I would have just tied the kayak on my kayak and just more room for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have made it. That wouldn't have pissed me off. That pissed me off.
Wow.
That upset me. That
That's
disappointed
nuts.
me. That was embarrassing. Yeah, and then
Yeah, no, I don't think you should ever hang out with Kyle again.
Yeah.
no.
I think it's all right too to talk a little smack about Kyle too. Maybe he might need it. Might need a little bit of a wake up call.
And I know he's gonna watch this, so
That's fine.
I
It's
don't
fine,
care. I
bro.
really don't care.
We're not using names, and ultimately, dude, I mean that's messed up.
I can't imagine like being in that situation. I wouldn't be able to control my anger.
It's a little sneaky too. It's
Yeah,
actually more
like-
than a little sneaky. Here
It
you
was-
are.
It was like quick thinking. Like it was.
Yeah,
quick
I mean,
thinking.
I hate to say it, but that was actually pretty
you were,
smart.
You were
If
planning
if
this though, like this whole trip. He knew the plan. He
Money,
knew what was
time.
happening.
Oh, at the beginning, I forgot to mention, I paid him $500 to go with me.
What? So he's getting paid to do this?
And he was like, no, it's all good. I don't want to do it for money. You know, we're homeboys. I'm like, we're not really homeboys. But
weird.
he did offer to film for me, so I was like, oh my God, can I get a mini Caleb here? Like, yeah, like film for me. Like, I gave him my very expensive camera. I put a GoPro on him. I put a GoPro on his kayak. I got a GoPro on my chest. I got a GoPro on the front. I got 5 GoPros going.
Oh man.
I got batteries for days. Like I'm ready. Like I want to film this.
Yeah, you're
content.
putting in some effort.
Yeah.
I want to put some effort in for my second video. If you do look at my YouTube channel, don't do it. Just wait.
No, don't say that, bro.
Well,
You can't be pessimist.
it's the
I won't.
first. It's the first video.
Bro,
it's the first video.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah.
I'm not watching any of your videos.
watching
I'm not watching your second video.
Blocked.
Yeah, you're
Because it's not just fishing. I do want to show like the flipping side of my videos, like the flipping and.
Yeah, that's cool. People like that.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to
didn't know.
go.
I mean, I got so many DMs after like the Guadalupe video that y'all do.
Yep.
And like when
I
I did my
imagine you
first
did,
video,
man.
everyone's like, "John B hook you up with like a deal with Guggen." No.
Yeah, we signed
because
some
I brought
papers
you
on the
taco-
river.
because
Yeah.
because I brought you tacos and beer. That's what you think like your application. Hey Guggen, can I give you some like 8 White Claws and a? You have my cooler by the way.
I have it at my house. I forgot to bring it though. It's in a safe spot. I'm sorry, bro.
What a Kyle move.
It is. Actually, I meant to
What
show
a
you.
Kyle move.
Underneath the sweatshirt is the fucking life fed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing, bro.
If you had one on.
I also smoked the ball before the Sequality
Oh
authorities,
my god.
and I'm really cold right now. I'm
Actually,
freezing.
Yeah.
And can I have that second taco? You don't look hungry.
You know,
That would be a Kyle move.
Uncensored, you're gonna be the big spoon.
Oh, that's what's up.
That
Big
was
spoon.
that was like the whole thing. He's like,
I'm trying to flip rolls of Kyle.
well, I was like, do you want me to cuddle you? He's like, let me cuddle you. I'm like,
Okay.
all right. Well,
Dude,
I'm all for that.
that's what gets you warm,
So-
I guess.
that is it. That is the most fishing story I think I've.
And you went
ever
home after
fucking
this?
heard.
That's how it ended?
How long was
Oh,
the drive
yeah.
home?
An hour.
Was it just dead silent? Was it
No,
earpiece piercing
so like when I
silent?
dropped him off,
Yeah.
and like, and I said like, damn, and I said like, I don't think I said anything.
Right.
No, he got out, he grabbed his stuff, he closed. He's like, all right, man, I appreciate it, and I just like, boom. I mean, I kind of just hit it. I didn't like scrape the tires a little bit.
You
but
You
just
slammed on the
ran.
gas with the doors still open. You're like,
Still
get me the away from
Don't even
this
touch
guy."
the door.
It was, man, it was. I was
Yeah.
so.
I honestly think you handled the situation well. Most people would be. I mean,
I kept my composure. Like
what
I
are you
really
supposed
did.
to do? Yeah, I mean,
I
what,
mean,
how are you
I
supposed to act?
kind of went off like, are you kidding me? Like, what,
Yeah. Sure.
weeks
I think
or
it's
no,
merited.
a month later, the Guadalupe trout
They
gang,
stock 'em?
they stocked them,
Yeah.
right? So I went fly fishing. I have over 62, 63, 64 videos that I have unedited. Oh, a lot. I've been grinding, but
Since we last saw it, since I last saw you,
yeah.
Really?
I've been fishing. I got it like a year off, and I extended my year off to
Jesus,
2
bro,
years.
you should post those,
But I'm
man.
gonna try this YouTube deal. Like,
Do you
I
have
will.
any? Do you have any content from this river? Like, you have to.
That
right?
one?
You video?
No,
No.
like the first day,
The series isn't going
I
live?
couldn't. Like I was paddling the whole time.
But is there anything? Nothing.
There's a video showing like the brief, like there's no kayaks, and then he's smoking a bowl real quick. I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Yeah, I'll send it to you because I'm not putting any of that anywhere.
No, we won't use that.
But he's over
Don't
here
send.
like,
Also, don't
all
send
you-
it to me.
All
It's
you hear is
just
the
keep it to
lighter
yourself.
clicking. And he's like this, and I'm cooking breakfast, and the kayaks are gone. I'm like,
I love that's his instinct. He's like, well, we're man. That's kind of up,
Yeah, that's
dude.
not- you should go
Jacob,
get
what are we
those.
gonna do, bro?
God.
You should
Yo,
go get
Jacob, I
those.
think we kind of like need those or something.
What?
Stone, by the way.
And I need you to touch me.
And
That's fine.
also my bacon, I like it medium rare.
I do forget about the bacon where he's like,
That's bad.
hey, do you like your bacon crispy or like that? I was like, I don't really give a fuck right now.
You know what I like is when people ask a question and like they know what your answer is gonna be. Like they see you
Yeah.
cooking it like little, like they see you doing something the way that they don't like. You're like, hey, so do you like it like that? Oh, I don't like it like that. So the next one you do, just don't do it like how you're doing. Like, you know,
Correct,
when
yeah.
people,
Yeah.
they have a very passive
While
way of
you're
telling
hitting
you
the
something.
bowl, I don't think it gives. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
How you like your bacon.
Just chew on that
Just-
piece
just
of bark,
eat it.
homie. You probably
You
it's
can eat
gonna,
my
you're
dick
gonna love it.
for all I care.
Yeah.
But the amount of that's been throughout the whole time, he's like about just little. Oh my God, I'm wet.
I also want to preface to him, and it may seem like we're going on your buddy, but we're not using his name. And
Correct,
also,
correct.
I've sat in your seat before and done this with individuals like Perrick. But in the day, and listen, I've been in Kyle's position too. I've been that guy that you don't want to be around.
No?
I've never smoked a bowl and personally sabotaged a trip. But
Like your bacon wasn't cooked correctly. Like
yeah,
your
like
bacon-
like someone
okay.
didn't make my bacon correctly and I pouted maybe. Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
I see it.
I grew out of that.
I see it.
I was 20 at one point in time. As this,
I haven't hit that stage yet. I've
You're
never
20
pulled, I've never pulled one of them.
you never done that. You
Never
know-
pulled a my bacon ain't good enough. I just couldn't do that to someone. Couldn't
Gotcha.
hurt him like
Gotcha.
that.
You look like a wet kind of bacon guy. Like you like a little bit
Greasy.
like sashimi.
I like it thick,
Uh-huh.
thick and wet.
Greasy.
Yeah,
Mm.
greasy. Yeah, very
Yeah.
greasy.
Slippery.
Slippery bacon.
What a story!
Yeah. Thank you, man, for
I,
coming. and
I
sharing
can't believe like that's. It's so sad that I thought it was gonna end in you guys, going down to that dam and getting around it and finishing your trip regardless somehow. No, it was over.
that. So one fish, no video,
Technically, 2 fish.
2 fish.
I got a brief video. So yes, I do have a video. Like we stopped. So I was drinking pretty heavily.
Sure.
On like that first voyage. So I was like, I gotta piss again. So I stopped and took a piss. I took a cast while I was pissing, and I got one on my first
nice.
cast. I got one. It was just like less than a pound. Like it was just, but it was something. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I am freaking out.
Yeah.
And then we just had. I was like, cool, great, toss that fit. We gotta go. Like we gotta go.
Yeah, we
That
had a
was-
similar issue where we got to the quad late, but it ended up not even mattering because we caught one fish in 4 or 5 days, something like that. I don't know, I
Yeah.
forget. So
Especially with like
yeah.
the rain, couldn't bring out the big camera, which I really wanted to.
sure.
That's kind of your expertise, Caleb. I don't know how you do it. Put a bag over it or something, because I was over here like I took it out, it started drizzling. I put it right back in the bag.
Yeah, you got to be careful with
yeah,
that.
no.
We don't really f around with the water.
No.
Do you guys f around with the water?
Not really. I mean, if it's like lightly coming down, we need a clip, then
That's
like
it.
cool, but like that, we'll push it to that. And that's
Your
about
camera's
it.
a little bit more weather tight than.
Yeah, it is. That is the one thing I like
The
about it a
A7S
lot.
is like it's like holding an open computer circuit board.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
Not see, I couldn't do that. I'd be freaking out.
and that's
much
you have,
money.
you have a Sony.
I got the A7S III.
Wow.
Wow.
I keep that one.
Yeah, you be careful with that.
Keep
I
that
have-
little girl tucked in.
Yeah, the one I have now, like with me right now, A7 II, not an S.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like an A7 II. They all look kind of the same.
Yep.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put that little. I got the Amazon thing, the anti-scratch, like tiger skin,
Oh yeah,
for
cool.
like $40. Don't do it.
Oh.
What?
Don't do it. It don't fit.
Oh,
They say it fits. It doesn't.
oh.
None of it fits. None of it. You have to. It looks janky. It doesn't fit at all. The A7S 2 or 3, like
good to
maybe
know.
it fits, but not the A7 II, A, B, whatever. It don't fit.
Wow.
But it looks cool.
Dude,
Other than that, yeah.
I think so. First of all, you need to start posting those videos. Especially
Yeah,
after
I would say
Yes.
the biggest thing that I've learned in my span of posting YouTube videos is consistency.
it sounds
they
like
could-
if you've got 70-something, 60-something videos, you have a good problem, and that problem is just start pumping.
Yeah,
and
they don't even have
uploading
to
them
be like crazy good.
No.
Like
Okay.
just start dropping them.
2-3 days a week.
Once you start, don't stop though. Like just
Yeah,
go
don't-
for as long
don't
as you can.
stop. Yeah.
I've been told this, not just by you two. I've been told by Caleb as well. Like, just post.
Just- that's
Like,
it. Just post.
Like, and,
Yeah.
and like on the other side of
Whatever's
like,
holding you back, just get over it.
the left and right side of my brain is like just post, and the other side of my brain is like, you better do the most of it. Like do your best. Like you don't put so much. No, my other side of the brain is saying put every effort into it. Put every
Yes.
mentality, like put everything into it. So like my editor that I recently just got, he's up in Wisconsin. I gotta like, he hasn't done a video yet for me. I just got him. That's extremely hard when you don't have like a person to person like sitting there like, hey, this
Yeah,
is what I want.
I could.
Oh,
The-
that
you know,
is
like
tough.
we're on a FaceTime on our phones, and he's good at what he does. Like I've seen some of his edits. I'm like, there you go. He's
I
like,
found it difficult too for people to put together footage
It-
they didn't edit. They didn't film themselves.
Correct.
tough.
That's
And, like,
that's the thing.
that's tough.
filming yourself is you've done this.
Yeah,
like,
you'll
it's
get
10
over-
times harder.
Yeah, you'll get it over.
Like
it.
whenever you're setting up like
Eh,
the
Different
cameras and you're walking away, like you're trying to make content. So I got this drone, and he's like, "You got any drone footage?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got drone footage." Send him the drone footage. He then he meshes in. He's like, "How many videos you got?" I'm like, "I got like 68." He's like, "What? What? You're paying me what?" I was like, "No, that's like per video, like 68 videos, $100 a video."
yeah, not bad.
Oh, well, I kind of want like $250 a video.
Oh.
But motherfucker, I haven't seen your shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If your
No,
Caleb
don't,
stuff,
no.
I understand. Like,
It-
cool, you're paying for quality, but we don't. You're not next to me filming. You're not next to me filming and editing.
Sure.
We're not side by side going. Hey, I don't like how you put a butterfly there. We're not discussing that. We're discussing this over a FaceTime call, and I met you through Xbox. Yeah, I don't know how much. I don't
Cut
know.
the Wisconsin guy. Cut the
I don't know how much
Wisconsin guy.
time we have. You just let me know. Just say, hey, shut up. We're ending this.
No, you're
But
good.
like my closest like 4 friends, I guess, or 5 friends are on Xbox. I've known them for 5-6 years.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and my
love
close
to hear
friends
that.
in real life.
What game?
Call of Duty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how we met. Black Ops.
Uh-huh.
I am a hockey fan.
Oh, you said you were into sports.
Only on the game. I don't give a about
Oh,
real life.
NHL.
Oh,
But my team's 102 in the world, so I don't give a yeah.
Damn, like, what
That's
are you,
it.
102? What does that mean?
102 out of
like
the
100,
world. 102nd
best
ranked
best
in the world.
team.
Oh, like y'all play online?
Yeah, we play online.
Oh, fuck?
I'm starting the whole Twitch. I did the Twitch deal.
I could never get
last
into
year.
that.
Yo, okay,
be
it's a
tough.
lot easier than you think. Like, okay, if you're doing this is the hardest thing in the world. This is the hardest thing. Like Twitch. Okay, if I can figure out Twitch, if you go look at my first video on YouTube, that took me 8 hours. You're gonna laugh. You said you weren't gonna watch it, so respectfully, watch it.
I'll let him know what it's like.
Yeah, don't tell him.
Okay,
Be
okay.
Be
I'll-
honest.
I'll be like, don't
Ka-
watch it.
And Kale's gonna be like,
Just laugh.
"Are you kidding me?"
I'm playing. No,
Yeah,
I said this
it's-
to you in the car right here. I was like, you can't be so critical. Everyone's
That's
first
the
work
thing.
sucked, and I'm not saying your sucks, but you have to like. The thing is, if you get discouraged by your first product, then you're not going to want to make a second product or third product.
Correct.
You just have to like, you have to put it out there, be open to criticism,
And keep
learn
going.
from that criticism, and just fucking keep going. So many people quit because A, it's hard.
It is.
B, they get honest critique and they can't handle the honest
That-
critique.
Yeah, people. Yeah.
And then the
people-
other thing too is it requires like a bit of dedication, and that also bleeds into the being difficult aspect. So, and dude, you I mean, we won't get into it on this podcast. Maybe you can come on some other time. But you're kind of self-made. You do your own. You've owned multiple businesses. I mean, you got a 350 Platinum that's sitting in Saran wrap. That kind of tells me you made it in a little bit of a sense.
Yeah, you seem to be doing pretty good
yeah.
outside of the quad.
Yeah, I would say like if you're doing that good, bro, stay away from the Guadalupe River. Maybe don't do that. Maybe find something.
You gotta live cheap. You know,
Yeah.
the rich stay rich for a reason. And like, I'm
Oh,
not
that is
rich.
good-
I'm
that is
not
a good
wealthy.
point.
Like, like we were talking about Motel 6 being $60 for 2-3 nights.
That's
I was
what I'm
like,
telling you, man. Spirit all the way.
I was about to go to this
Yeah.
campground by this lake.
That's nuts, bro.
It was $60 for 4 nights.
And I'm not saying you stay in the Sheridan Inn or whatever, but I was like, bro, like Holiday Inn's an extra. But you're right. The rich stay rich because you do save money. That is a really good point. That's a reason why some rich folks are. I'm not saying you're rich, but there's a reason why like some uber rich people are so. They're like the cheapest people on earth.
Yeah.
They
I've
literally
I've
are.
seen
And
that.
I know people personally who are like, I'm not spending that. I'm like, you own a Lamborghini, but you're not
Yeah.
going to spend an extra $10 on a meal, or I'm like, what the? But that's how
Yeah.
that works.
Correct.
You pick and choose your battles.
My
But
uncle has Ricker Retirement. He owned it out here in Dallas. I have it written down my phone where it was. It's northeast of here, wherever it is.
yeah.
$12 million on his house. Drives a base model single cab F-150
Yeah.
and shops at Walmart.
Yeah, I had a
And
friend.
refuses
I love
to
that.
go to HEB prices because they're more on meat.
I love it. I
Damn.
mean, that's the
But that's how
attitude.
you get that $12 million pad.
But that's yeah. But
skip on
he
HEB.
can do whatever.
Uh-huh.
He can do whatever he wants. So if he wants his pool 2 feet up, he's gonna pay $10,000 to have his pool 2 feet
Uh-huh.
up. There's no question.
That's baller.
I like
but,
it.
But granted, his meat comes from Walmart, not HEB.
Dude,
I'm like, yeah,
I don't know about that.
I'm going to HEB or some Whole Foods.
You get some of
You know what I'm
that
saying?
at,
Whole
at,
Foods got that
at
prime
Walmart. You
meat.
get some of that. You get some of that
Period.
Goodwill meat for sure. That's been. You
That-
let's just say you weren't the first person to handle that meat. And I'm not talking about the people in the back. Like that meat gets.
That's Tiger King meat.
I would know,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I handle
it
a lot
is.
of meat. That ain't the right meat to go to.
You talk about
Damn, I want to be on this podcast again.
meat handling. I think we wrap it up here.
No, that was-
I've
that was
already
a good
taken
hour
up
40.
I've already taken up all of your time. I'm sorry. I
No,
want-
you're good. No, I love
and
doing the
thank you-
pods.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being patient, Jacob.
Thank you guys.
Please
Thank
post
you
a
guys.
video so we can send people to your channel and watch your videos.
Yep.
I'm sure people will love them. Your story was beautiful. If you could go on another river trip and come back and have it be like a little bit like twice as exciting as that, we'll have you on again.
Or just a little more successful.
Yeah.
That one.
Probably go solo.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
I'll
Without
swing
Kyle.
I'll swing myself.
We're gonna leave the illegal drugs at home.
Yeah.
Bring an extra life vest. Kyle, you can stay home, buddy. You know that's fine. Just smoke weed on your
and I'm gonna
couch.
cook the bacon the way I want to cook my bacon. Like,
No, thank you guys. Y'all have
Yeah.
been loving
Thank
the
you.
episodes.
Appreciate it, guys.
I've seen a
Thank
lot
you.
of comments that are they're saying it's like their favorite podcast out
People
there.
like it. We're consistently getting $1,000 and some change, which is cool. And we didn't do this for any other reason other than to share some stories. I think we need
That's
to do more
literally it.
stories, and like this was cool. And
Yeah, no, it's fun. It takes up some good time. You guys get to listen to it while you're going to work. I've seen a lot of those, but no, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. We're on our 10th episode. Next up is 100.
yeah.
That should
Before
be
we know it, man.
2024.
My
but
daughter's gonna
we'll
be
get
5
there.
years old. She's gonna be a guest on the podcast.
Yes.
Maybe you'll have a daughter.
Hopefully not.
Brenton's having a kid. We'll put that at the end of the title.
That's one of my favorite things. I never know what the titles are, and I get like surprised with them, bro. I was rolling on the last. They're all so
Brent These
funny.
stocks fish in public
Yeah,
waters
that
or
was the
some
one,
shit.
bro. I was dead. I
You know,
was.
Some DNR officer was like, I'm not gonna watch this. It's like, wait a minute, what is this about? He's like, who's Brenton? Where does he live? Shit
No,
like
thank
that.
you guys. We appreciate it. Hey, bro, I appreciate you hopping on. It was
Yeah.
great
Thank
meeting you.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it, homie.
Yeah,
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much
Thank you.
for having you on, and post those videos, bro. People,
All right.
let people-
I'm
let
definitely
people
gonna be posting a video.
Stinky
especially-
rigging?
I'm thinking about changing the name.
Nope. Keep
No,
it. I'm
keep
tell.
it.
I told
like
you
it.
first time I met you, I'm like, that was a amazing name.
Caleb
Keep
said
stinking.
change it.
Don't.
I'm
Caleb.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I was
But,
gonna
like,
say.
you know, when
I
I
was like, Caleb, what?
When I picked you up from the Guadalupe, like to go back to your truck,
Yeah.
when I said I was gonna propose 3 months ago,
Yeah.
yeah, the 13th of this month. Shout out to my girl. I'm gonna be proposing.
There
on
you go.
13th.
I
Congrats.
thought you were gonna say you were gonna call it off. I'm like, no, don't end the podcast like that,
There-
bro. I think
there is
like
a couple
we broke up.
story.
I'm like, dude.
Well,
don't
the
end
episode
podcast
is
like-
over. That's
It's
enough
the game
trauma.
warden officer the whole time. That big-
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Awesome.
it. Be
Appreciate
sure to
it, guys.
subscribe,
Thank you.
like the video, check out Stinky Riggin, and we'll see you later.
Peace, ladies and gents.
Later.